What's going on, guys? Coach Noob back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you can be doing anything but you're going to be checking out these reviews. And this one, it's another wild one, man. And it's about a man. It's not really that wild, bro. It's just about a husband confronting his wife about cheating after 5 years of marriage. So let's get to it.
I got a question for you. Uh, what? Oh, don't worry about it. I was just doing something. Oh, like the TikTok or something? Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah. So, where were you 4 weeks ago?
4 weeks ago, when? That's like a vague
question. When you went on that, you said you were going to that place, that spot, that little food spot with Raven.
Oh yeah, the white bowl. Yeah.
All right, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, bro. And so this dude, he asked his wife where she was, 4 weeks ago, which it's not really a vague question because you know where you were 4 weeks ago, especially, if you married, stuff like that, and you guys communicate. And if you're not lying, though, you know what I'm saying? Because once you lie, you got to keep covering them lies with more lies, and then eventually you start forgetting the lies, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And you already know what's going on. And you know what I'm saying, man, you can feel like when your woman is lying to you, and just like they have intuition, men have intuition too. It just all depends on, if you're in love or not, and if you use it. Because if you're in love, you still have it, but you just gonna ignore it. And you know, uh, you're gonna put things past her, bro. So this dude, he act like he love her, but he's not in love with her, and he's gonna, what I'm saying, show that when he, hit her with the papers or whatever. And right now, he's giving her a chance to. He's just questioning her, and he's trying to give her a chance to come clean about what she's been doing, bro. And let's see, what I'm saying, what happens. Which most likely she's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Raven, and then we went shopping.
Were you really there?
Yeah. I told you that.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
What about 3 weeks ago with Sarah?
3 weeks ago. Oh, when we went swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was with her too. Why are you acting like that though?
Okay.
I told you this.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of TikTok video this is.
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago you were going to that spot out a couple miles out with Brianna, right?
2 weeks. Okay, so we went from 4 weeks to 3 weeks. So 2 weeks ago.
So he's really going over dates that, what I'm saying, he knows that she was with another man, and he's patient though. He's not losing his temper or nothing and going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do when they find out that their wife is cheating and end up either, what I'm saying, killing her or something, or, killing her and himself and the kids or something like that. So, he has his head on straight, and he's exercising, mental health, and spiritual health, and physical health very well by not putting his hands on her, not arguing with her, and keeping a clear head, what I'm saying, and thinking about his thoughts before he says it, which is metacognition, thinking about your thoughts and making the best decision for himself and everybody around him too, though.
2 weeks ago, yeah, we went to the spa. That Asian spa was telling me about that I wanted to go to.
Okay.
Like, it's like that 24-hour one.
That's enough.
What?
Why don't you just tell me who you're seeing?
I'm not seeing anyone. Why are you asking? That's a stupid question.
Who's Rick?
It's your brother.
I don't have a brother named Rick.
Or your cousin or whatever.
It's not my cousin.
All right, so Rick, you know what I'm saying, is some dude she been seeing, but for her to just still die with the lie, which we know women do though, bro. They're gonna die with the lie, my nigga. And for her to be with this dude for 5 years and to play in his face like that, saying that that's his brother or his cousin or whatever, and this is the difference between, you know what I'm saying, somebody who got their stuff together and their mind together to the point where, you know, they're not gonna put up with that type of behavior, man. Because, you know, anybody like a simp or something like that, bro, who didn't have nothing going on or felt like this was the only woman in the world, bro, they would have actually probably been like, oh yeah, that is my cousin or my friend or something like that, bro, and just let her get away with it, man. But this dude, he got some common sense, and he's you know he's keeping his cool through the whole thing though. So that's what's up. That's what you're really supposed to do. And he gave her a chance to come clean, like I said, and she wasn't trying to do it. And even after she was confronted with it, she still wasn't telling the truth though. So that's, you know, two strikes right there, man. Well, really three, because, you know what I'm saying, even messing with the dude, bro, even stepping out on her marriage. Well, this dude hard at work, being faithful, stuff like that, taking care of home and all of that. And it's still not enough for her, bro. She it got bored or something and let another dude get comfortable to the point where he felt like it was okay to talk to her and take things to the next level. It's really both of their fault, but you know, when your woman is loyal and all of that stuff, man, which it is some out here, and you know, you don't have to worry about that, man. But this dude felt like he had to go through her phone, you know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you know, most likely the relationship is over with, bro, because you feel like she's doing something and she's giving off that type of energy, like you need to go through her phone or something, bro, which is really, you know what I'm saying? It's wastes too much time and energy, bro. So you know he's doing the right thing by getting up out of there, man.
You asking these questions? These are weird questions.
Because you are cheating on me, and I was trying to see if you would come forward and tell me like a natural person.
Nah, because she don't deal in logic, bro, like men do. She deals in emotions and chaos. That's, you know what I'm saying, how women operate, bro. And you're dealing in logic right now and rationality, and you're keeping, you know what I'm saying, things on an even level. And you see how she keeps trying to bait you into doing stuff, like steady lying to you in your face even after you know the truth, bro. So she's gonna try to get as much energy from you as she can, and she's gonna try to get you to take things as far as she can, as far as, yeah, she can get you to take them. So she can say that you're the crazy one and you're, you know what I'm saying, doing all this extra stuff, man, and you're tweaking. So good job for you, man, for keeping your cool, bro.
Okay, so those messages in your phone where you were saying, "Oh, I love you. Oh, this is the best I've ever had. Oh man, I feel sore."
Why are you going through my phone? Why would you be going through my phone, first of all, like that? Like,
don't change the subject matter. Don't change the subject matter.
Well, good job too. You know what I'm saying, of handling that narcissist like that, bro. And she was trying to change the subject, and you know he's still keeping it cool. Like, don't change it. You know, he's asking you. Yeah, he went through the phone, but if you're in a marriage and, you know, some people think that it's cool to have, you know, each other's passwords and stuff like that and go through the phones and do all that stuff, man. And, you know, everybody has different rules and stuff for their relationship. So I don't think that he might have had the password, he might not have, but either way it goes, though, you know, finding something in her phone and her lying about it, bro. Yeah, if you were to accept that and take her back, bro, you already know she was gonna keep doing that. And y'all married already, so yeah, it wasn't no going back. She is who she is at this point, and only she could want to change herself. And obviously, she's not trying to because she keep lying to him, bro.
Oh no! What you trying to do? Extra, you acting insecure.
Oh yeah.
Why are you going through my phone? There's no reason to do that.
Because you gave him a reason to, and you know, And I don't really think it's insecure. Going through the phone, it depends, man. You might be insecure though. If you gave him that feeling that something was off, and he went through the phone and he found what he was looking for, then it really wasn't insecurity. It was intuition telling him that something was off, and he followed that, and he found out, and he's going about it how you should.
When you go through people's stuff, you find stuff you don't want to see.
Oh, so now you're gonna blame me for this then?
I'm just saying you didn't need to go through my phone. Like, why are you going through my phone?
Because he knew you wasn't going to tell him the truth, and you was going to keep playing in his face as long as you could get away with it.
Stop recording.
I don't have to stop recording.
Oh my gosh, you're acting extra. Always been insecure.
You know.
So acting extra and acting insecure is really her saying that, you know what I'm saying, turn the camera off so she could go crazy, probably get violent or something, or get physical, you know what I'm saying, and get out of her character to the point where she can get him out of character and have him do something that he's going to regret. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing that, man.
You know what? We're done.
Done what?
Like, this marriage is over.
What are you talking about?
This is for my lawyers.
Why are you, really?
Yeah, just...
You gotta be petty like that. Why are you recording?
So she's saying that him being logical and rational and having some morals and having principles and discernment and standing on business is being petty. What's really she's saying is, you're not going to take care of me no more, even though I got somebody else and you know about it now. And like the rest of the dudes that she probably been with or something like that. And she don't even look all that hot to really be, you know what I'm saying, cheating or doing nothing, bro. She should be waiting, you know what I'm saying, around and doing what she was supposed to do for the marriage, bro. And, you know, it's just a whole crazy little situation, man. But he's smart enough to get up out of there, hit her with them divorce papers, bro, and keeping his cool, not getting crazy, not getting physical with her, doing things the legal way too, because he already got his lawyers to sign the papers, man. The fact that he even got lawyers and doing all that, bro, he's, you know, on the right path, bro. And he got motion going on, because, you know, you got lawyers and stuff, man. You know, you got stuff going on, so you don't get sued, or, you know, if you get into a situation, you call them like, hey, this will happen, this and that, you know. So he's doing the right thing, man. You know, he's not falling for the trap, bro, which is really what she was trying to get him to do.
So you're gonna gaslight me because you want...
Yeah, so, man, that was cool. He did what he was supposed to do, man. You know, he ain't let whatever her tactics were get to him. And, you know, he's moving on with his life like a lot of people should do, bro. Because, you know, he knows it's not the end of the world that he's getting divorced, although he still may be hurt. You know, he still got feelings about it, but he's not in his feelings. And that's a good example of that, though. He's not in love with her. He loves her, but he loves her enough to let her go. And that's what you're supposed to do when you really love somebody, man. Let them go, do what they're going to do, be who they are. And she had her chance, and she blew it, bro. So he knows what the next steps are in his life. He already has goals and stuff like that he's accomplishing and working towards bigger and better things, and he's not going to let her hold him up in any way, shape, or form with her antics or whatever she got going on. She's not helping him, and she's hurting him, man. Anyways, bro, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you can be doing anything but you're going to be checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.